So you also asked me about my coaching philosophy. And I would say I could sum it up in one sentence. And that is, how we show up in the world is a figment of our imagination. And I'm sure you're thinking, well, that doesn't make any sense. I'm not a figment of my imagination. I'm actually real. But what I mean by that is how we show up is based on our thoughts, which is our imagination. So a lot of times we focus on the behavior or the lack of behavior, the things that we're not doing or the things that we are doing. But as a coach, I really focus on what is the thought that is turning into the feeling, because usually we act based on our feelings, that is leading to the behavior or lack of behavior. Because if we focus on the behavior, we'll be able to change it in the short term. But when it comes to the long term, it won't be sustainable. And I'll give you an example. I'm sure a lot of you, during the pandemic, a lot of us really focused in our online businesses. So there was lots of activity. And if you're like me, on your feed, you saw people who were posting 2 and 3 times a day, days and days and days at a time. And I was impressed. I was like, wow, they are really doing it. And they had comments and they had likes and people were engaged. But in the back of my mind, I thought to myself, how long are they going to be able to do that? Because I knew for me, it was not going to be sustainable. So I didn't even embark on that path of trying to be everywhere and be everything to everyone. And what I've noticed recently, and I don't know if you've noticed, is that those same people who were posting constantly and had this omnipresent social media presence have been a little bit quiet. I've noticed that they've stopped because it was unsustainable and everybody needs a break. So I think that the first thing is to realize that the FOMO, or the fear of missing out, that stems from somewhere. It stems from a thought. Like I said, everything starts with your thought. So sometimes that thought is, if I don't do it now, if I'm not there now, I'm going to miss out on potential clients. I'm going to miss out on potential subscribers. I'm going to miss out on potential followers and likes and viewers. And there's this FOMO that keeps us in this pattern of just going and feeling like we have to be always on. Well, truth be told, FOMO is based in a scarcity mindset. Think about it. The fear of missing out means that you fear that there is a limited resource, that there's a limited resource of money, a limited resource of potential clients. When actually, if you shift your mindset to one of abundance, that there's an unlimited supply of clients, because those clients who are for me are just for me. And when I am ready and I bring that message, the people who are for me will be attracted to my message and they will come to me. That's an abundant mindset. And shifting from a scarcity mindset to an abundant mindset helps you put those things in perspective and not feel like you have to be everywhere all the time, because you will burn out. If you are posting 2 and 3 times a day, you're on the reels, you're doing stories, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're networking, because it's just not sustainable. Again, like I said before, we are human beings and not human doings. So that's my second point. Shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset.